Nah. Neymar could have been the greatest player ever. What happened?
Asking you a question. Is Neymar a failure? That may sound very harsh, but I want you to tell me down below in the comments. And give me a reason.
Long story short, nigga, he played with Messi and fucking Ronaldo. What else could you want from this nigga?
Reasons why, if you think that he is a failure. Neymar is quite an enigma in the world of football. By far the most entertaining players in the last decade.
Facts.
But by far the most polarizing. Is Neymar's greatest problem the fact that he was born in the wrong era?
Yeah.
Did Neymar's transfer to PSG
and the money took him over, I'm gonna be real,
ruin his legacy? Has injuries halted his development? People questioned Neymar's attitude and his desire to improve and focus on football. Do people have a point when speaking about this topic? All the way back in 2010, at the age of 17, Neymar was already lauded by the main Brazilian press to be the next Pelé, the greatest Brazilian player of all time, and would drag Brazil back to the glory years of 2002. Brazil is a footballing nation that is obsessed about one thing and one thing only, and that is the World Cup. Neymar will be the one to bring success and pride back to the Brazilian people. Neymar and Pelé, both Brazilian stars that started a career at Santos, that both rose from poverty.
Pelé played for Santos too?
The comparisons was made immediately. He was treated as a god before even knowing what he's capable of before the age of 18.
Facts.
What damage does that cause to a young player? The expectation of an entire planet, never mind
Last time was in 02. Wow.
an entire nation.
I want
What
that
does that
Diddy
do to you?
dick,
For many
no
people,
pause.
especially at a young age, Neymar could be the reason why they started watching football. The entertainment that he
Oh
brought.
my god, he's not lying. He's not lying. He's not. Well, no, that's cap. Messi was the reason I started watching. This nigga maybe just wanna.
On the pitch, similar to Ronaldinho, he electrified the scene and showed that football can truly be entertaining. However, Neymar seemed to be born in the wrong era yet again. Football has changed so fast. He didn't have the likes of social media on his back on a day-to-day basis, and that you can be a bit more raw. You can be imperfect. Just this week in The Athletic, it's come out that Neymar wants to end his career at PSG. And at the age of 31, he's got no Ballon d'Ors, no World Cups, and one Champions League.
Sounds so bad though.
Despite all the goals, the assists, the memories of him before in the past, he's still talked about
This is my goat.
as a cautionary tale than a superstar. Whose fault is this?
Neymar just
Is this
so
the media?
swaggy.
Or is this himself? In today's video, I'm going to go into why I believe Neymar could have been the greatest player ever, and what's happened since then. It seemed obvious back in 2014 that when he joined Barcelona that he was going to be the obvious man to replace the great man that is Leo Messi and replace him and be the new figurehead and spearhead Barcelona into the new modern era. The Ballon d'Ors, the Champions Leagues, the World Cups, the accolades will be ready and waiting for him. We're going to go to Neymar in this video. At this stage, I may even do a Neymar iceberg video, so if you would want that, then let me know down below in the comments. Tell me your thoughts on Neymar. If you do enjoy, then please do subscribe.
Be honest with me, bro.
And also smash the like button if you're new. And let's get straight into it.
Be honest. If you trust in Neymar alone in a room with your bitch, be so honest with me, bro. Man, oh man.
If you play FIFA 23 and want to
kiss my ass,
I asked you guys on social media to give me your thoughts on Neymar, and exactly what I expected happened. I got many different types of answers. Wow. Let's break down to the very basics. When people say that Neymar has underachieved, what do they mean? And they mean simply be the best player in the world. Be above Messi or Ronaldo. At the Neymar in the last 2-3 years, this should be his moment to get those Ballon d'Ors. When Messi is aging and Neymar can be at the peak of his powers. Neymar has been compared to people his entire life.
And
if it's from
31 though, he could get that. He could. How old was Benzema? When did Benzema win? He won like last year or 2 years ago.
Pelé, if it's from Ronaldinho, if it's from Messi, he's always been the second, the comparison to someone else that is seen as the better of him. True. And that has continued to follow him throughout his entire career. Even when he went to PSG to be the main man, that lasted for about a season or two because a new man came to the scene. Wow. His name is Kylian Mbappe. Neymar left Barcelona to become the superstar. Neymar left Barcelona with the hope of getting out of Messi's shadow. The tactics, the style, his entire play completely directed and evolved around Messi.
How did they do whenever with that season or two when Messi wasn't there? How did PSG do?
Neymar can never be the main man with Messi being in the team. Unai Emery, when he was manager of PSG, spoke about the fact that his main job was to keep Neymar happy at any means necessary. If Neymar wasn't happy, then he simply had to go. And that is what happened. His contract is astonishing, potentially over 700,000 euros a week at his contract at PSG. The amount of incredible clauses in his contract that we can go on for an entire video in itself. He had complete freedom to be whatever he wanted to be at PSG. So how unfortunate is it that not only 2 years later, Mbappe comes to the scene and challenges him on being the main man at PSG and actually overtaking
at what, 18, 19? How old was Mbappe when he joined PSG? Oh my fucking gosh.
Him in the ranks. But to make it even worse, 18, Lionel Messi then joined PSG too, and then he became the third in the group of Mbappe and Messi. Messi will always be Lionel Messi, and Mbappe is the shinier, new, younger product, which PSG has much more interest in keeping and pleasing. And Neymar, with age, he's not got too many years left, and his value will be diminishing, unlike Mbappe. But is this unfair on Neymar? People comparing him to unbelievable expectations that he never.
Messi's on some team in Miami, and is Ronaldo in Saudi too?
Ever asked for. Neymar in his career, 708 games, 436 goals, is the joint top goal scorer in Brazilian football history, 77 joints with the great Pelé. He's Brazil's all-time top goal scorer in the Champions League. Statistically, he's a fantastic player. In terms of what he does in the pitch, I mean, you've just got to watch him to see how good he is. But then you look at the numbers closely, and you realize one common trend. The most amount of games that he's played for PSG in Ligue 1 since 2018 is 22 league games, and it's a 38-game year. So what's happening here? Well, that is, my friend, a very simple thing called injuries. Over the course of 5 years at PSG, Neymar has missed 102 games to injury. This comes from multiple metatarsal fractures, groin injuries, and ankle injuries. When you look at fouled player in the world by quite a mile. Since 2016, Neymar has been fouled 1,040 times.
Jeez.
With only second being Messi with 839 and Jack Grealish with 747. That is almost 300 times more he's been fouled than the third most fouled player in the last 6 years.
Jeez.
In the World Cup, since 2014, Neymar has been fouled.
That injury was scary as fuck, bro. Holy fuck.
53 times. Has Neymar's talent and ability simply been beaten out of him? Can this be the fault of Neymar? Surely not. You can't blame him for injuries. Due to his electric and flair style of play, it may annoy quite a lot of players who may only find the only way to stop him is by kicking him down. Of course, many players with this talent has faced the same problems. Messi, of course, more than anyone else. So how come it seems to affect Neymar so much more? Is there something happening at PSG? As his times over at Barcelona, he completed pretty much more seasons. In his 3 years in Barcelona, he completed in the league 30, 34 and 33 games in the league. And in the last couple of years in Ligue 1, he's completed 20, 22, 18 and also 15. But when you look at the goals and assists in those small amount of games, it is ridiculous. In Ligue 1 this year, he's played 20 games in the league, scored 13 and assisted 11, which is even more frustrating because you know how good this guy is. You know what he is capable of if he had consistency, if he had no injuries, if he had the players around him to also supply him the goods, and he's got that. Is it just the injuries? Is it ego? Is it outside influence? When people talk about Neymar, people always go back to him going to PSG being the biggest mistake in his career. Speaking along the lines of,
was it? What do you think? Vede, what do you think? Was that his biggest mistake of his career? I don't know. Damn. Barca. Nah, bro. He just got hurt, bro. He just be getting hurt. Yes, he said yes, bro. He just be getting hurt, bro.
If he stayed at Barcelona, he would be the best player in the world. He went to PSG for his ego and for money, people say.
Yeah.
Speaking that at PSG, it never was about the football and was always about the glamour, the fashion. Now, we could do a separate video on PSG alone as a football unpredictability or the predictable unpredictability that he brings, because it's so consistent how good he is. Left foot, right foot, long shot, chip, flare passes, free kicks, curlers, whatever you can name. He's got
these great kids are tough as shit. What the fuck?
Everything that you need, and he also has that edge to him too. His ability to take on one man, then two man, and go back in and take that same play on again, and then go on and take a third and a fourth, and then score a goal or set up an assist. It is astonishing how consistent he is. I firmly believe that Neymar has the ability to be up there with Messi and with Ronaldo. He's got the ability. He's got the talent. The only problem is the consistency, and that is just painful for me because we all know what he can be. And he is a beautiful
Okay, does this nigga have solo scores though? Like, what are his solo goals like?
throwback to what football used to be 2-3 decades ago. When you think of the best dribblers on the ball in history, you think of Ronaldinho, you think of Diego Maradona, Zinedine Zidane, R9 Ronaldo, Johan Cruyff. These architects of the footballing game, they are creators. They create their own skills. They don't follow the trends. They are the trends. They are the people that people want to try to emulate and do the same things they do because they know that they can't do what they do. He can create his own style of play. He can create his own pass routines or dribbling routines, skill moves. There's not too many people like that anymore, of the new era of player.
Who? Okay, I know you just said there's people that don't like that, but who tries to do this? Who tries to make it as entertaining as possible nowadays? Besides, like, all the schemes, they be just doing schemes and shit, bro. Who's trying to actually have swag and finesse with it?
Football nowadays, especially at the top level, it's a lot more engineered. When you think of modern football, you think of Man City, that it kind of sucks out that individual brilliance to make sure that you are a cog in a system which makes sure that everyone in that system knows their job and knows their role. When you're in this area of the pitch, you're meant to do this, and when you're in this area of the pitch, you're meant to do that, and you aren't really meant to go out of that system. Of course, not on the same level, but a flair player like a Jack Grealish, for example, went to Man City, and he's quite clearly lost that individual brilliance and that unpredictable flair that he used to have because he's part of a system.
Freshie said this nigga Holland's a shadow player. Man.
And elite football is going more and more in that way year by year. That is what Neymar represents to me.
Do they try and get rid of this style of football because it's like too risky and they're tired of like, I don't know. Is it because it's not really effective? Is that what they're really worried about? But niggas are here to get entertained, nigga.
The last of a dying breed of truly incredible talents that can get you on your feet, entertainers, and that's what football is all about. But not only can he do that with the entertainment side of it, but he's got the clinical edge, he's got the shooting, he's got the finishing, he's got the passing, he's got the passing range, he's got everything that you need to be the top of.
But no, we still got some mid-range demons, but they're all going away. KD's about to be gone. DeRozan's about to be gone. Sean Livingston been gone. Sean Livingston. Let me speak about Sean fucking Livingston. Sean Livingston, 2015 NBA Finals. I swear to God, that nigga didn't miss one fucking mid-range. Not a single fucking jumper. Swear to you.
For the very game. When I see people dumb down.
Every time I see that nigga pull up inside the three, oh, my eyes in. Hey, inbound real quick. Inbound this home.
On his brilliance. Because of the fact that he has got a reputation to be diver, I guess you could say. He has got this diver phrase surrounding him.
This pick is crazy, bro.
And for when you speak to many people that may not like Neymar, this is always the first thing that they go to, saying he's a diver, he's unprofessional, he's dislikable. Now, in researching,
nigga, he having fun, bro. He's playing
this
soccer,
one interesting piece of information that I found is that there's times that Neymar sometimes does dive at times to potentially avoid him catching more injuries. When he sees a potential foul on the horizon, he just jumps out of the way to prevent a collision, which may end up leading to another injury. When you are a player like Neymar, who is so reliant on taking on players and putting yourself in risky situations to be there,
this nigga so mad for,
to get hit, to get tackled, I get it to an extent. Of course, though, the
Yo, they holding this nigga. He taking dick from the side in every single one of these. This is probably the crazy. No, that's not the craziest one. This is the craziest one. What the hell? He getting folded like a fucking MacBook. He taking dick up the ass. No, not you. No, not Neymar. Why are they doing my nigga like this? Oh my god, this is nuts, bruh. This is nuts, bruh. Oh, that's nuts, bruh.
Rolling and the theatrics of it all potentially doesn't do him any favors. One thing that also does not do him any favors is his, let's say, questionable relationship with his family members. I don't really want to
So this is what you were talking about, Vede?
Speak about this because, you know, it's not my place. You know, FNG knew it. That's his place to talk about in
this. Is sister? Is this bitch tatted on it? She look good though.
And his family members. So I'm not gonna add too much to it.
Hey, his sister look good. That's a Brazilian. Bro, let's be real. Look at Neymar. That's a sexy nigga. I'm not surprised his sister looks sexy too. Fuck.
Other than just showing the clips that have gone around.
Is this his mom? Who the fuck is this?
Around. I wouldn't do that, but
that was definitely his mom. Yo, Neymar's sister can get crushed.
But it's not my family, right? Maybe it's a cultural difference, I think. And that is the most frustrating thing. What he does outside of football, what he does in his own personal life, clearly creates
a... Inside the box? How the fuck you mean how you gonna score? What the hell? So niggas is just shooting 20, 25 yards all the damn time? What?
A lot of noise, because no matter what Neymar does, he will forever be in the headlines, no matter what. So the main critiques of Neymar that's held him...
Didn't that nigga... Didn't some bitch try and say Neymar raped her? And this nigga had proof that... Or that Neymar hit her or some shit, and then he had proof like, no, I didn't, bitch. You hit me. This nigga was moving tack. I remember that. Nigga was recording the whole altercation. The bitch was hitting him while he was on the bed sitting like this. You know what I'm saying?
And back potentially is his injury record, his attitude or diving nature, and the third one is potentially his career choices, and that is the main one, going from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain. The main concern is that for a large chunk of people, Neymar can score 40 goals and 40 assists in Ligue 1, and people still wouldn't rate it that highly because it's in Ligue 1, because it's the French league.
The Farmers League!
People do not rate the level in Ligue 1 whatsoever. It is the same reason why people don't rate Mbappe.
We're not gonna rate Kylian Mbappe. Bro, niggas be on cock so heavy. Did this nigga not win the World Cup at like 18 years old? What the fuck were you doing at 18 years old? Gooning all day? Eat cock pussy. Did this nigga not score a fucking hat trick to hang with Lionel fucking Messi in the World Cup? Man, you can't. You literally, niggas. Yeah, bro. Fuck these niggas, bro.
The level that he should be, because they are waiting to see him in La Liga or waiting to see him in the Premier League to see what he can do. Even though we've seen him play in the Champions League, in the World Cup, we know how good he is.
Literally.
People still want to wait because the league plays a big factor, and the fact that he went to PSG, it's for one reason only, and that is to win the Champions League, to give PSG their first ever UCL. Yes, money is a massive part of it, and he was guaranteed to not only be a star, but to basically do whatever he wants at the club. He has got free reign to be whatever he wants to be at PSG, because they're never going to not play him, obviously, because, well, he's amazing. But when it comes to managers, the manager's job is to keep Neymar happy. Unai Emery has confirmed it when he was at PSG, that his job was to keep Neymar happy. Wow. And if he doesn't keep him happy, then he loses his job. And that is the number one main problem at PSG. So him going to PSG...
Oh, so they be dick riding their players? Man, that's not... You're never going to win like that, bro. I mean, shit. If the league is ass, y'all going to win. Shit. I like y'all to try that in the Premier League, though.
PSG to get out of the shadow of Messi, to turn PSG into a European giant. He's been there for 5 years now, and now they've been knocked out yet again in the Champions League in 2016.
And won the World Cup at 8. You feel me? It's like LeBron with the Cavs. No, not like LeBron with the Cavs. I guess. Well, no. Was the East weak? I guess, but shit. I mean, shit, that nigga wanted, that nigga hit, oh, fuck no. I ain't going for that one. Hell no, hell no. Hell fucking no. This nigga was hanging with everybody, getting everybody crazy little meat. Pause. 2016, bro, this nigga really came back from 3-1. Oh my god, he came back from 3-1.
Is it a failure? Has he failed at PSG? He's 31 now.
They had to get Kevin Durant after these niggas went 73-9. They added Kevin Durant? What? Do y'all really fear this nigga that much? Oh my god, LeBron should have like 10 rings right now. I fucking hate those niggas.
Now he's not got many more years left, and as I said earlier, he's now spoke out saying that he is wanting to end his career at PSG. He's got no plans of leaving. In my opinion, it's such a waste. Okay. And PSG, of course, they've got the team capable to do it, but I don't think they've got the right atmosphere. When I think of PSG, I think of individuality. I think of the players and not the team. The team coming together to play in one system, to be together and that have that work ethic. PSG have too many luxury players, and I think when it comes to the big games, I think it does show. I mean, even the fact that PSG have not even won Ligue 1 guaranteed each year is in itself a mockery. The fact that Lille can go on and win Ligue 1 is stupid compared to the riches that PSG have, especially now with Mbappe and Messi. As a footballer, has Neymar failed? In my opinion, no. But when you can speak about has he failed with what he was meant to do at PSG, you can definitely give a good reason of yes, he has failed at PSG. He's not played that many games due to injury reasons that may be not his own fault, and they've not won a UCL, and they made it to a final in, of course, 2020, and they didn't succeed. They lost to Bayern Munich. That was their chance, and they didn't take it. Now, of course, they can get that chance again in another year's time, but how long would that take? And then there's a big one that I've not spoke of really.
Neymar, don't wink at me like that, bro.
But that is Brazil, the national team. He's a god over there. Football is a religion in Brazil, and that plays a factor also. And this is where I feel some great sympathy for him, because in 2014,
my god, bro,
Brazil for the World Cup, he got injured against Colombia, and of course, as everyone happened. But the team that he had was just nowhere near on the same level. They were playing the likes of France.
Like, what the fuck? Look at this squad. Look at this squad. Look at this God squad.
Right, he was trying to deal with these guys that were nowhere near good enough to even attempt
7-1. Fuck out of here. Screw.
To win a World Cup, and he got cheated out of that even slim chance. I don't think with Neymar starting, they would have beat Germany in that semi-final. And in the 2018 World Cup, Brazil getting knocked out by Belgium in the quarterfinals, which was a massive dint to them because they had a much better team back then. But it still wasn't perfect. He still played a few interesting players. Fania as a right back, Miranda, Paulinho, Willian. It still wasn't a complete package at the time. And then came 2022. This looked like their moment. Brazil had incredible form, the best form on the planet other than Argentina, and seemed like it was so obvious that the final would be Argentina versus Brazil. Messi v Neymar. The narratives were already created months before in advance. It all looked so obvious, and then they lost to Croatia, and this just
the fuck? Hey yo, my man, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
This hurts because there was no excuse. There was no excuse for this defeat. There was some injury problems. Of course, Neymar had an ankle injury. Croatia, of course, a fantastic technical side and, you know, a physical side as well. But
I'm not gonna lie, he looked like a dyke here.
There's no excuse. When Neymar scored in that game against Croatia, the beautiful link-up play to score. And it felt like this is his time. Okay, he's not got many more World Cups left, maybe one more in him. In the peak of his years, they've been knocked out in 2 quarterfinals to 2 teams that you would think they should be beating. Is this the fault of Neymar? Is it the fault of the manager? Is it the fault of the team? Is the team just not strong enough at a time period? I would say that, I think we would all say that in 2022, they had the team capable of definitely winning the World Cup. Give me your thoughts down below in the comments. Tell me How do you look back on Neymar? How do you see his career? Do you think that he has reached his potential? Do you think that he has still got a ceiling higher that he can still go on to? Usually with a player that's got quite a discouraging injury record, usually when they hit the later ends of their career, that they seem to slow down and maybe lose that bit of an edge. The one thing that Messi always did, despite his age, is that he always kept himself fit, and for whatever reason, he always seemed to get out of being injured for a large chunk of his career. But with Neymar, I think that could seriously impact him. I think in 2-3 years time, it could be all but over at him at the highest level. I like to imagine a world where Neymar stayed at Barcelona and he was able to be the superstar that we all know he could be at Barcelona and just get more respect, I think, because that's one thing that he doesn't get enough, I feel. So, yeah, I'm by far the Neymar fan club.
Oh my god, that was hot. That was so hot. Oh, that was fun.
You could realize,
yeah.
I just find it a great shame because he deserves better, and he hasn't got that. From some reasons his own, and some reasons is out of his control, such as injuries. And it's just a shame, man. So, yeah, tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. Should Neymar right now...
This nigga's had so many fucking swaggy-ass haircuts. Are you serious?
...be up there as a Ballon d'Or winner? Should he be already a Ballon d'Or winner? Should he have won more in his career? Tell me down below. And I'll see you guys next time.
So Neymar is basically OBJ of soccer. Or football. That's literally...